Alex Jordan here with our annual Canfield weekly update, finding out what's going on in our school system. Want to highlight a couple of activities that are going on in the district this week and next. First off is our kindergarten fingerprinting. This is sponsored by our own Canfield Police Department. This fingerprinting is done for safety and security of all of our kindergarten students to have on file just in case that horrible moment could possibly happen where we need to track someone down. But again, Canfield Police Department will be at C.H. Campbell by the end of this week, and then also on Tuesday, September 26th, Canfield Police Department will be at Hilltop Elementary School. Also, I want to highlight, since we're talking about kindergarten, this will be our fourth year of all-day, everyday kindergarten offered to all of our students attending Canfield local schools. It's because of the support of our community that we were able to offer this 4 years ago, and we're reaping the benefit as we speak with youngsters who are in third, second, and first grade, noticing a large difference in those students' behaviors and also academics because they received all-day, everyday kindergarten. Also want to remind everybody, our American Heart Association Red Out is scheduled for Friday, September 22nd versus Struthers. We're anticipating both teams at that time being undefeated, and we're excited not only for the ball game, but also a fundraiser that our youngsters are putting on. $10 t-shirts are going to be on sale for, again, fundraiser for American Heart Association. If you do not purchase a t-shirt, obviously we're still asking you to wear red for the September 22nd football game. We want to highlight one specific support organization this week, and that is our Diamondbackers. You might notice if you take a drive in the back of our complex, our baseball facility just received a facelift that was desperately needed, and it's because of the support of our Diamondbackers and private dollars that we could accomplish this. Again, we have so many wonderful support organizations. That's one that we'd like to highlight this week on our weekly update. We also want to mention something to you. As you know, we have a Canfield website with Canfield Update at canfieldschools.net that we ask community members across the globe if there are any questions or concerns that they might have, what's going on not only in Canfield schools but Canfield community as a whole, and we will surely address those and answer those questions if we can. One of the questions that was brought up to us this past week was a group called Citizens United Foundation, and one of our residents received this flyer. It's actually a 3-page flyer asking for support financially to this foundation that is in Washington, D.C. proper. And this foundation is recommending to our community to bring questions up to our local district that we are actually teaching our youngsters the Pledge of Allegiance in Arabic, singing the national anthem in Arabic, and having many conversations started that are just false. They highlight Common Core and the negative of Common Core. We can have that conversation many other times and even a debate about Common Core, but I can definitely mention to you folks that if you're receiving these mailers in the mail, that come to our high school, let's say, on a Monday morning, and you'll be able to hear not only our Pledge of Allegiance that our youngsters do, but also they do the national anthem every Friday morning in our high school, and they do this throughout the entire district. So again, keep those questions coming, community, and we'll be happy to address those if and when those come about. There's one other teaser that we like to mention, and that's Canfield Strong. Canfield Strong is, again, another support organization group, and we can talk about that at a later date, but I wanted to mention that to you and throw that out as a teaser, because you might see t-shirts and sweatshirts being worn with Canfield Strong highlighted on those. Just want to let you know that that is a support organization at Canfield Schools. We are behind it 100%. Again, a little teaser, and we'll talk about that in the future. We would be remiss if we didn't talk about 9/11. That date will always be remembered for all of us. It surely is highlighted when 9/11 comes about, September 11th. We talk about it in our schools. But personally, just give you a little bit of sidebar on this. I remember that date specifically because my daughter was less than a year old and I had just dropped her off at daycare for the day. I go to school and I notice on a TV, I was a principal at the time, and I had 4th grade group swimming at the local YMCA. and we noticed planes going into the towers and also the Pentagon. And it was a wonderful teaching moment, obviously. It was a horrible moment, heart-wrenching. A lot of thoughts and prayers went out immediately. But what do you think of first? It's family. So the first thought is rush. My daughter was actually going to a daycare at Trumbull Memorial Hospital in Trumbull County, and that was the largest building in Trumbull County. It's the tallest. So I remember reports going out that day that all of the tallest buildings in the cities that you were in, they were talking about evacuating, and the first thought was, how can I get my daughter? So that date is embedded in my mind for a lifetime. So I want to recognize the importance of that date and how we recognize it within our schools. Want to wrap it up at this time. We wrap it up as always. It's a great time to be a Cardinal. Have a wonderful week.